Good morning. Welcome to Lesson 2, Video 8. I'm going to be running out of fingers pretty soon. Okay, folks, here's the deal. This lesson ain't going to make a lick of sense if you're not following along in your free practice text. You can download your free practice text by using the second link beneath this video. If you're watching this video somewhere, if you see no links below this video, then clearly you're not on its YouTube dedicated page. Get there easily. Just find the little, let's see, where is it? The little YouTube icon, give it a click or two, it'll take you there. There's a lot of information written below the video, so click the Show More button, and the second link will take you to the page on my website where you can find your class materials for the first quarter of weekly webinars. Some of them you have to buy from Amazon.com or a local a Nepalese outfitter, but some are free. There's a free essay, a free image, and of course the link so you can get your hands on the latest version of the free PDF entitled The First Set of Lesson Texts. So open that up right now. Put me on pause. I ain't going nowhere. Second thing, this is the 8th video of the second set of lessons. Ain't going to make no sense unless you've watched all the videos from the first lesson. So do that now. Go back to Lesson 1, Part 1. It might take you a month. It might take you a week. That's okay. Okay, so now you're up to speed. You've learned all the techniques of the first lesson. You've done your homework for at least a week, and you're raring to go. You're chomping at the bit. You're pawing at the soil. Okay, good. Today we are on the 15th page of the first set of lesson texts. Now sometimes there is a page numbering confusion, so you'll know you're on the right page because the very first line reads, "He is brilliant, white, and radiates the 6 lights." So let's continue with the full quatrain. He is brilliant, white, and radiates the 6 lights of white, green, yellow, blue, red, and black. Handsome and smiling, he looks upon all with kind eyes of compassion. Let's begin on the third line. Handsome and smiling. So, obviously, when people draw pictures of deities or messiahs or prophets or Buddhas or saints, they make them look handsome and fit. Why is that? Well, it speaks to our collective unconscious. It speaks to that still small voice that disguises itself as a mother, that says beauty is as beauty does. It reminds me of the very sad cautionary tale of the portrait of Dorian Gray. I speak of it frequently. A young man in Victorian England comes upon a great fortune, and he's now very handsome and very wealthy, and a portrait is commissioned to capture his youth, because youth is fleeting. As the years roll by, he becomes increasingly cruel and sadistic and even murderous eventually. And with each atrocity, the portrait grows older and uglier and more diseased and more disgusting. But Dorian continues to look young and handsome. Eventually, Dorian can stand the sight of his repugnant portrait no more, and he slashes it. And in that instant, the portrait is restored to its original beauty, but he is restored to his true ugliness and dies a horrible death. One of the morals of that story is that inner ugliness cannot be concealed indefinitely. So one of the neat things about this third line of this first quatrain on this 15th page of the text is that it infers that the Buddha of compassion gazes upon us with a sincere smile. A smile, a beautiful smile from a beautiful face whose beauty comes from peace, the peace of wisdom, and the joy of love. That's what I want. I don't want to be a cranky bastard. How about you? I don't want to have a fake, insincere smile. How about you? I want you to be a man of peace, wisdom, love, and joy. Isn't that why you're watching these videos? Let's continue with the second half of the third line. He looks upon all with kind eyes of compassion, which is nice. If you're going to paint a picture of a Buddha that's going to inspire you to have both peace and love, then it's a good thing the picture of the the picture does not depict the Buddha scowling with his arms crossed, tapping his foot impatiently, as if to say, one of you shitheads gonna get your heads out of your ass and get off of my lawn. That was curmudgeon Chenrezig. I am glad that the iconography of the art depicts the Buddha of compassion as being loving and patient. And so here's something to play with. Yes, I often teach belief is a trap, and I still do. So these are possibilities to consider. So let's explore the possibility that the Buddha of compassion was not a god. He was born just like each of us. Were screaming and covered in slime. And he had every challenge that each of us have. External challenges, physical challenges, internal challenges, emotional challenges, intellectual challenges. But he found a teacher, he applied the teacher's instructions, and he was transformed by them. And we can do the same thing. That gives me hope. I would suck if, and listen, I got news for you. There are some very famous teachers, I will not mention their names, who claim to have reached full enlightenment spontaneously, and then they teach a step-by-step process for people that's not spontaneous. The cool thing about Chenrezig is that he followed a path. It did not come easy to him. He has, for whatever challenge we might find, circumstantially, physically, or emotionally, Chenrezig has a technique that will work. I love that idea. I love that possibility. Considering that possibility really gives me enthusiasm and hope. And I love that. And that's why I share it with you. So now that I've completed the first quatrain, I'm going to show you how to chant it using the triplet chant that we've already discussed in a prior lesson. If you haven't watched that prior lesson, this won't make sense. Here we go. He is brilliant white and radiates the 6 lights of white, green, yellow, blue, red, and black. Handsome and smiling, he looks on all with kind eyes of compassion. There you go. That's today's lesson. Before you scamper off, I want to remind you to find the subscribe button. Give that bad boy a click. Scrub your cursor around until 3 vertical boxes appear. Click that bottom box, and you'll receive an email notification every time I upload a video on this channel. Now, I have more than one channel, so if you're also watching the videos on the Get the Body of a Tantric Sex God channel, you'll want to subscribe there as well. Now, I mentioned 2 links below the video. The first link takes you to the registration page so you can reserve your seat in the next series of weekly webinars. When do they begin? It begins Friday, the 2nd of November. I'll see you there. Bye-bye. Oh wait, before I go, blessing. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Oh, money, penny him. There you go. Bye-bye.